Have you ever heard of the legendary basketball player Pete Maravich? A man of immense talent on the court, Pete Maravich's life was as fascinating as it was tragic. Born and bred in the world of basketball, Maravich's passion for the game was unmistakable. He was a force to be reckoned with, a player who could turn the tide of a game with his unique style and unrivaled skill. Maravich's career was nothing short of remarkable. He was a prodigy in college, a star in the NBA, and his legacy lives on in the annals of basketball history. However, his life was marred by a chilling prophecy of his own making. At the tender age of 26, Maravich made a comment that would later take on a haunting significance. He stated, "I don't want to play 10 years in the NBA and then die of a heart attack at 40. Fast forward to January 5th, 1988. Maravich, having retired from professional basketball, was participating in a pickup game. At the young age of 40, the same age he had once casually mentioned in an interview, Maravich suffered a fatal heart attack. The prophecy had fulfilled itself in the most tragic way possible. One can't help but wonder about the eerie accuracy of Maravich's words. Was it just a coincidence, or was it a case of a man unknowingly predicting his own fate? The circumstances surrounding Maravich's death add an element of mystery to an already intriguing life story. Regardless of the strange circumstances surrounding his death, Maravich's legacy is undeniable. His contributions to the sport of basketball continue to inspire players and fans alike. In the end, Pete Maravich was not just a talented basketball player, but a man who left an indelible mark on the sport he loved so dearly. Pete Maravich, a man who unknowingly forecasted his own demise. The story of Pete Maravich is a reminder of the fleeting nature of life, a testament to the unpredictability of fate, and a tribute to a talent that transcended the basketball court. Mark Bolan, a name synonymous with the band T-Rex, had a peculiar fear of cars. This rock and roll pioneer, known for his flamboyant style and poetic lyrics, was a charismatic figure of the 70s music scene. But behind the glitz and glamour lay an unusual phobia. Bolan was terrified of automobiles. Born as Mark Feld, Bolan was a force to be reckoned with. His band, T-Rex, was a sensation, casting a spell over the music world with hits like Get It On and Jeepster. However, Bolan's fear of cars was so profound that he never got a driver's license. He preferred to be a passenger or to walk rather than take control of the wheel himself. This fear stemmed from a belief that he wouldn't live past the age of 30. It's a chilling thought, given that Bolan often spoke of this fear openly. He was quoted saying, "I don't think I'll live past 30. I really don't see it." It was as if he had an eerie premonition of his own untimely demise, and tragically this prophecy came true. On September 16, 1977, just days before his 30th birthday, Bolan's fear became a grim reality. He was a passenger in a car that crashed into a tree in London. The accident claimed his life, leaving the music world in shock and mourning a talent cut down in its prime. Bolan's life, his fear of cars, and his untimely death are intertwined in a haunting narrative of self-fulfilling prophecy. A man who brought so much joy to others through his music was himself a prisoner of his anxieties and fears. His story serves as a reminder of the unpredictable nature of life and the power of our thoughts and fears. It's a tale that continues to fascinate and sadden music lovers and pop culture enthusiasts alike. Mark Bolan, a man who tragically predicted his fate. Abraham de Moivre, a mathematician, made a chilling prediction about his own death. Let's delve into the life of this brilliant mind. Abraham de Moivre was a French mathematician known for de Moivre's formula, a link between complex numbers and trigonometry. But beyond his significant contributions to mathematics, he holds a unique place in history due to his eerie prediction regarding the date of his own demise. De Moivre's story takes a peculiar turn as he aged. In his later years, he noticed a pattern. Each day, he was sleeping 15 minutes longer than the previous one. Ever the mathematician, he couldn't resist quantifying this phenomenon. He calculated the day when his sleep duration would extend to a full 24 hours, and he postulated that this would be the day he would never wake up. Incredibly, de Moivre's prediction was right on target. He died on November 27, 1754, exactly as he had calculated. An uncanny coincidence, or a testament to the power of mathematics to reveal the mysteries of life and death? It's interesting to ponder whether de Moivre was spooked by his prediction or found a strange comfort in it. After all, he was a man of numbers and logic. Perhaps knowing the date of his death was just another problem solved, another equation balanced. One thing is clear, though. De Moivre's story serves as a reminder that the realm of mathematics extends far beyond textbooks and classrooms. It's a fundamental part of our lives, and in de Moivre's case, it was interwoven with the very fabric of his existence, right up to his final breath. So, there you have it. Abraham de Moivre, a man who mathematically calculated his own end. A tale that's as intriguing as it is chilling, and one that adds an uncanny dimension to the life of this extraordinary mathematician. It's a stark reminder that sometimes the line between science and the supernatural blurs more than we might think. Jimi Hendrix, a name that revolutionized the world of music, left behind a cryptic message. This guitar virtuoso, who redefined the boundaries of rock music in the late 60s, was not just known for his electrifying performances, but also for his profound and often mystifying song lyrics. Born in Seattle, Washington in 1942, Jimi Hendrix was a gifted musician who pushed the boundaries of what was possible with an electric guitar. His unique style, combined with his explosive stage presence, quickly made him one of the most influential figures in music history. However, it's within the enigmatic lyrics of his music that we find a chilling hint to his untimely demise. In the song The Ballad of Jimi, written by Hendrix himself, he penned the lines, "Many things he would try, for he knew soon he'd die. Now Jimmy's gone, he's not alone, his memory still lives on. 5 years, this he said, he's not gone, he's just dead." These words, written 5 years before his death, seem to eerily predict the tragic fate that awaited him. On September 18, 1970, at the age of only 27, Hendrix died in London. The cause of death was asphyxiation due to vomit while he was intoxicated with barbiturates. His death, ruled as accidental, continues to be a significant moment in music history. So was this a case of a self-fulfilling prophecy or just a tragic coincidence? We may never know. What we do know is that Hendrix remains a legend, his music alive and electric as ever. His cryptic lyrics continue to intrigue fans and music enthusiasts, adding another layer to the enigma that was Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix, a legend who mysteriously foretold his own departure. John Lennon, the legendary musician, wrote a song about living on borrowed time just before his death. John Lennon was not just a musician, he was a beacon of hope and a voice for peace. Born in Liverpool, England, Lennon was propelled into fame as a member of the phenomenal band The Beatles. His life was a montage of melodies that echoed the sentiments of an entire generation. Yet, amid the euphoria of stardom, he seemed to sense the sands of his life slipping away. In the late 70s, Lennon retreated from the public eye, choosing to focus on his family life, but music was his lifeblood and he couldn't stay away for long. He returned to the studio, and in 1980 he released his final album, Double Fantasy. Among the tracks was a song that sent chills down the spines of many, a song titled Borrowed Time. Borrowed Time was a poignant reflection of Lennon's life. The lyrics, "Living on borrowed time without a thought for tomorrow," seemed eerily prophetic in the wake of what was to come. The song was a stark reminder that life is fleeting, and our time here is indeed borrowed. Just weeks after the release of Double Fantasy, the unthinkable happened. On the evening of December 8, 1980, Lennon was fatally shot outside his residence in New York City. The world was left in shock. The man who had once sung about living on borrowed time had tragically run out of it. Was this a premonition or a manifestation? We may never know. What we do know is that Lennon left us with a legacy of peace, love, and music that continues to inspire generations. His life was a song, filled with high notes of success and low notes of tragedy, but even in his death, his music lives on. John Lennon, a music icon who lived and died on borrowed time.